today we're doing a fun little thing. We are going to change a rear wheel seal on a 2003 Duramax. Stay tuned. When I pulled this rear hub off, I noticed we had a lot of oil on the inside. Oil buildup, and there was a lot of oil buildup. Pull this up here and show you. You can see all the pads are all oily. All the oil down inside here. Pads. So that's a good indication that the wheel seal is bad. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull this all out and go ahead and replace it. I had ordered off of Amazon. Here is the GM part number 291-119. And also when you order off Amazon, they give you the suggested things. And then, so they suggested a new flange seal. There's the number for the flange seal. Get busy, we're going to tear this thing apart. We're going to replace it and get this truck back on the road. First thing we're going to do, we're going to remove the axle shaft. This is a free floating axle, so I don't have to drop the pan and undo any clips inside. We'll just take these bolts off here and the whole axle will slide out. I'm going to grab an oil pan too so we don't dump oil all over it. $19 millimeters on the axle nuts. Now to get the axle to come out, just take your hammer, hit on the end right here, and it should break the seal. As you can see, there's a little retaining ring in here. So take a screwdriver and just walk that right off. Make sure you put that back in. Grab that little pin and pull it out. Let's see if I can get that. And pull it out with a vice grip or a needle nose. Yep. We should be able to just walk that right back out. You can see what I'm doing, just taking a screwdriver, putting it in here, spinning it around, and getting that nut to come off. Now from this point, we should just be able to walk it right off. bearing looks pretty good. Go through and we'll clean up all that old oil out of there, get that all cleaned up. Back here is our seal, and it did not come off. Right there's the seal, so we're going to have to pry that off. You can see how it just wiggles around right there. Shouldn't be that hard to get off. That's what's causing it. Right there. Get some brake clean on here. Get this all cleaned up. I'm not real concerned about a lot of the oil getting on this. I did hit with brake clean, try to get some of it off. These are your parking brakes. I typically don't use my parking brakes, and I'm going back in with new rotors and new brake pads and everything. But if you wasn't going back in with that, you would want to go through, make sure your rotors are all cleaned up from all the oil that's leaked out on it. You'd probably also want to do your brake pads too. But typically when these linings get oil soaked, it's pretty much hard to get it out. So you still be losing some braking capacity. So like I said, I'm going back in with new service brakes, new rotor, so I'm not real concerned about the parking brake side of it. So what we're going to do, take your bearing, set that back in there, get your new wheel seal, make sure you put the bearing in. Flanges up, put that in there. We'll take a piece of wood. So you want to try to tap this down evenly. You heard that where it turned real solid. It lets you know you're all the way down. I like using a piece of wood because it doesn't dent the seal or anything. I've seen people use punches and that just deforms the seal and everything. So I would not suggest that. Basically we've got the axle tube cleaned off and everything. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slide it right back on. Make sure if you get any dirt or debris or anything, get that all cleaned up. You don't want any stones or anything going through your bearing. One thing I did want to state, when I slid this back on, I made sure there's two bearings here. You got a tapered bearing on the inside and a tapered bearing on the outside. when you slide this back on, make sure that this outer bearing is actually sitting on the axle tube, because if not, this whole hub assembly will slant down a little bit, and that could damage your wheel seal that you just put in. So just something to think about. Make sure that you get in there to where the outer tapered bearing is sitting on the axle tube. Start putting this back on. So basically what I did is I put the screwdriver in there, I tightened that nut as tight as I could. Let me show you. I'd wedge the screwdriver between that flange there, and then I'd spin the wheel to turn the nut tight. I got it to where it was tight, spun the hub back and forth, set the bearings, and then you back it off. You line this up here so you can get your keyway back lined back up and put in there. You want to make sure that it spins freely. If it doesn't spin freely, you got to take it back it off one more notch until you can get your keyway back in. So the bearings need some room to expand, and if you don't give it to them, they'll seize up on you. So the only thing left now is put the axle in and the flange gasket. All you gotta do is spin the hub around, line up your screw holes. Okay. These nuts are torqued at 136 foot-pounds. There you have it. We've replaced the wheel seal, 2003 Duramax. The only thing left to do is to fill up the differential and put the brakes and everything back on. We'll be ready to roll down the road. Thanks for watching.